Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're joining me today, it means you're kind of like me, you appreciate efficiency, you absolutely value a seamless experience, and let's be honest, you're probably just a little bit fed up with your hardware constantly getting in the way of your digital life, right? So, today we're diving into a highly specific yet unbelievably satisfying technical optimization. We're going to set the stage for achieving a perfectly clean, automated boot for your BenQ projector. We'll take the source material and build a foolproof configuration guide to streamline your whole setup once and for all. So get comfortable, and let's jump right in.
Let's just acknowledge the elephant in the room here. You've invested in a totally premium setup. Maybe you've built this incredible immersive gaming rig, or perhaps you've dedicated an entire room to a super high-end indoor golf simulator. You power everything on, you're pumped and ready to step into that experience, and instead of your content, what happens? Boom, you're interrupted. You have to literally hunt down the remote control just to dismiss these annoying repetitive startup notices. I mean, it completely breaks the immersion before it even begins. It's super frustrating. But thankfully, the source material we're looking at today gives us the exact blueprint to fix it.
Just imagine this for a second. You've got this beautiful, sprawling fairway on your golf simulator, but slapped right over the center of your driving range is that dreaded gray box, the keystone and aspect ratio error message. It's literally blocking your view of the green. It's not just some minor glitch, it's a massive visual roadblock standing right between you and the premium experience you paid good money for.
So let's frame our exact solution. Our main objective today is what we're calling the clean boot. We are going to implement a foolproof, permanent fix to completely eliminate all three of the most common startup pop-ups on these devices. Seriously, by the end of this explainer, you're going to have the exact knowledge you need so you literally never have to touch that projector remote again just to start playing. You'll turn the system on and it's going to boot directly to your content, zero manual intervention required. Sounds pretty good, right?
All right, let's map out the exact navigation path you need to take. Grab that remote, hopefully for the absolute last time, and just hit the projector menu button. From there, you're going to navigate over to the System tab. Got it? Okay, once you're in System, just scroll on down until you find Operation Settings and open up that submenu. This right here is our Control Center. This is where we're going to do our first bit of optimization.
Once you're inside Operation Settings under that System tab, you're going to find the exact toggles that are causing all this trouble. Simply locate the reminder message and the BenQ HDMI media streaming options and switch them both right over to off. There's just something incredibly satisfying about flipping those switches and locking in that final state.
Let's actually break down exactly what these specific toggles achieve, because understanding the why is honestly just as important as the how. Fix number 1 involves switching that reminder message to off. Basically, this completely assassinates the HDMI source detector. It stops the projector from constantly nagging you that it found an HDMI source every single time you boot it up. Then, fix number 2 targets the BenQ HDMI media streaming setting, the QSO1. You change this to off, but here is the key. When the confirmation prompt pops up asking yes or cancel, you absolutely must select yes. Doing that completely silences the QSO1 media streaming dongle pop-up for good.
Okay, with the menus handled, we've got one final boss to defeat. Listen to this exact wording because it's the third and definitely most stubborn pop-up. For the best gaming experience, it is recommended to keep keystone as 0 and aspect ratio as auto. Yeah, if you're a gamer or a golf sim user, those words are probably burned into your retinas by now because you see them every single time you boot up the system. It is so persistent, and unlike the previous two, you actually can't just turn it off in the standard system menu.
But here's the crazy part. The crucial point is hiding right there in the fine print at the bottom of the notice itself. Most of us are in such a huge rush to just get playing that we quickly tap OK to make the box disappear. But as the source text reveals, tapping OK just equals dismiss once. It's totally going to come back tomorrow. However, right next to it, the text reveals the ultimate secret to a permanent fix. It reads OK, press 2 seconds equals dismiss for good. I mean, wow, the solution has literally been hiding in plain sight this entire time.
I really want to emphasize this insider trick because it's a real game changer. You absolutely must hold the OK button on your remote for exactly 2 full seconds while that specific pop-up is on the screen. Don't just click it, press, and hold. It is such a tiny difference in how you use the remote, but it is literally the critical difference between having to do this every single day and banishing that notification permanently.
And you know what? The psychological reward here is just massive. As the source material confirms, this 2-second hold is a true one-time operation. You literally just need to do it once on that specific projector, and it will never, ever show that keystone notice again.
You're basically putting in maybe 30 seconds of work today for a lifetime of perfectly clean boots on that device. Honestly, that is the ultimate return on investment for your time.
So, to wrap this all together and make sure we have the complete picture, let's do a really quick summary recap of this whole clean boot strategy. We've essentially mapped the 3 annoying pop-ups directly to their simple fixes. Number 1, the HDMI reminder message. The fix, hit the System menu, Operation Settings, toggle off. Number 2, the QS01 streaming pop-up. The fix, same menu, toggle off and confirm yes. And finally, number 3, that stubborn keystone notice. The fix, just hold the OK button for 2 full seconds while the message is on the screen. Boom! 3 problems, 3 definitive solutions.
Looking at how this all comes together, the entire process is just incredibly satisfying. First, you've got those system menu adjustments locking down the core settings. Then, that totally crucial 2-second remote shortcut swoops in to banish the keystone notice forever. And the final result? A perfectly clean, completely unobstructed view of your simulator right from the get-go. It's the ultimate confirmation of your brand new, automated, pop-up-free utopia.
Well, you've done it. By following the source material we've unpacked in this explainer, you have completely reclaimed your setup. Those immersion-breaking pop-ups are history, your hardware is finally getting out of your way, and your projector is actually working exactly the way you want it to. So the only real question left to ask is this. Now that your simulator or gaming rig starts flawlessly every single time, what is the very next upgrade you're going to tackle for your ultimate setup? Enjoy your totally seamless new experience and keep optimizing.